Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series 2021 week number 8. These are the full card predictions, the betting breakdown, and the weigh-in recap. Smash that like button, guys. Let's get at least 130 likes on this full card breakdown. Much love to all my supporters. Looking forward to getting into this. If you're new, subscribe to the channel and turn those post notifications on. You guys do not want to miss a video covering all things mixed martial arts here at MMA Experts. Let's get into it. First fight of the night, down at the bottom, we have a bantamweight division matchup. James Barnes and Pedro Falcão. I'm liking Falcão in this matchup here. Let's go to the face-off. We'll look at them on the scales. Both guys looking lean in shape, ready to go. Slight height advantage for Barnes there, but not by much. Stylistically, the matchup on one side, with Falcão, you have a pretty aggressive striker, and he really likes getting fights on the floor, but does have a pretty competent kickboxing game as well. Top pressure is heavy. His submission game is also very good. Interesting note, you go back, several years, showed a bit of gynecomastia in one of his fights afterwards. I could see it. Potential PED usage in the past. I'm not saying he's using PEDs now, but maybe there's something there, unless it's a genetic gynecomastia, but I don't know. Just something to know. On the opposite side, James Barnes, recent win against a one-legged MMA fighter, which is crazy. That guy's an absolute savage. But James Barnes is a pretty nasty submission artist. 11 of his wins are by submission. It's a lot of subs. He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and he starts really fast, but a little bit too wild with his striking. There's definitely a lot of openings there. He's going to look to get fights to the ground as well. Falcão's definitely got a stand-up advantage here. Jiu-jitsu-wise, I also see advantages for Falcão as well. Barnes maybe potentially a bit chinny. I think Falcão's second round knockout in this matchup. Looking at the odds, Falcão is a strong favorite. Minus 278 at best value, plus 284. Let's check out some props. All right, Falcão inside the distance is minus 120. I do expect that to be a very realistic result. The over 1.5, minus 135. It's an okay play because I really am seeing second round knockout, but it'd be riskier because I could see Barnes getting slept early here. I like Falcão inside the distance as best prop bet, and then Falcão straight, obviously confident prediction here, and maybe a parlay edition. We'll talk a little bit about parlays at the end, but of course, with Contender Series, don't go too crazy with those parlays. Let's keep on moving up the card. Armen Petrosyan versus Kaloyan Kolev. I like Kolev in this matchup. Let's look at the face-off here. You see Petrosyan, you see Kolev. Interesting thing to note, Petrosyan, the bigger guy of the two height-wise by a fair amount, though both listed at 6'2", he looks a good 2 inches taller. So maybe Kolev is actually 6 feet, or maybe Petrosyan's a bit taller than 6'2". His weight, though, something to note is Petrosyan, I believe, weighed in at about 201 pounds. So under that 205-pound limit by a fair amount. With Armen, he's a Thai style of striker. Has actually some excellent kicks, good combination strikes. His wrestling skill set, something that worries me. We've seen him put on his back and controlled before, but he does have a lot of heart. He's going to keep coming, rips with nasty kicks to the body. And honestly, his kicks tend to be his best attribute for his game. On the opposite side, Kolev, a pretty decent striker, but knockout power, for real. This is a guy that has a true power style. Pretty much all his punches are going to be power punches. He's coming forward, he's pressing you, he's overwhelming you, and he's also really good with his combination striking. Clear boxing advantage for Kolev, kicking advantage for Petrosyan. The chin of Kolev seems very strong. He takes a good punch. He's 10-0 as a professional, and he's also got a decent ground game. Look at Armen's lone loss. It was 3 months ago. It was a brutal knockout loss in the first round. That was actually for his Fight Night Global belt. He was the champ at Fight Nights Global, but he was knocked out against Hassan Yousefi in the first round brutally. I think Kolev does the same thing. I'm thinking first or second round knockout for him. He's a plus money. Kolev's the underdog here. Plus 112. You can even find Petrosyan at plus money, plus 102 over at Sportsbet. Near Pick'em's fight here, but I like the slight plus money underdog in Kolev. Let's see here. Fight does not go the distance, minus 375. I don't think it goes the distance. Kolev wins inside of the distance. Oh, they got KO TKO Kolev plus 225. I like Kolev KO TKO plus 225. That's my favorite prop here. I do think he gets the knockout. It's a fight I'm really excited to see. Don't know. I don't know. I feel like Kolev at 10-0 is very signable with a win. Competition level on both sides, not fantastic, but UFC potential for both guys for sure. I got Kolev here. Let's keep on moving up this card. Get to the featured bout of the night. And if you haven't, smash that like button and subscribe. Turn those post notifications on. Caio Borralho versus Jesse Murray in this spot. I like this fight a lot. I like Borralho to win this fight. Let's look at the fighters on the scale quickly here. There is Borralho. There is his opponent, Jesse Murray. There's the face-off. I don't know how Murray's listed at 6'3" unless there's an underlisting of the height of Caio Borralho. Stylistically, the matchup, Borralho, a skilled striker. I mean, his southpaw stance with a karate-esque style. He's dynamic, very explosive attack, and controls range extraordinarily well. A little bit shorter here, but the striking difference is clear-cut. Murray's a solid Thai-style striker in his own right, and he is decent with his kicks, but lacks the explosiveness. Clear-cut speed difference between the two guys. I'm liking Borralho a ton in this spot. This is his Contender Series chance here, and I believe he gets the W. Borralho minus 432, Murray plus 475. Looking at the prop, Borralho plus 400. I like Borralho at that plus 400 tag. He's a good favorite here by KO, TKO. That could definitely be a play. I'm liking him second or third round knockout in this matchup. I do think he gets the stoppage of Jesse Murray here. I like Borralho for sure. Could potentially be looking at 3 rounds if it were to go to 3. Borralho to win by decision plus 170, but I prefer that plus 400 tag if you're looking to prop it up. He's a pretty strong favorite, so betting wise, definitely more of a parlay edition or a prop bet rather than, you know, that money line bet here. But good fight and a very good featured matchup. It's Borralho's big chance, and I do think he gets the W and the UFC contract. Co-main event time, Valesca Machado versus Piera Rodriguez. Gotta say, the nickname Tina Black is fantastic for Valesca Machado, but Piera Rodriguez is going to win the fight here. I see clear-cut advantages. We'll look at the fighters here on the scales. Valesca looking very good, as does Piera. Slight height advantage for Valesca, but not much. I do got to say, I love the haircut with the bleach blonde look. It's a fly look. Stylistically, the matchup, Valesca is a scrappy but chaotic striker. A little bit amateuristic at times. She's 8-2. She's got 10 pro bouts, but doesn't have the same level of skill that Piera Rodriguez, though lesser experience, brings to the table here. Piera, LFA champion, good kickboxing, and patient as well. She really controls the center of the octagon really well and has like this intelligent pressure she puts on her opponents. Good hands, good straight punch combinations, decent grappling skill set. I think Piera Rodriguez has clear-cut advantages here. She should work towards a unanimous decision win. Looking at the odds, they agree. They're widespread, minus 321 to plus 290. I like that minus 321 tag for the favorite here. Let's see. Rodriguez to win by a decision, plus 185. That would potentially be the play here. The other one, value-wise, that I do like is that plus 400 submission tag, but I would prefer to play that decision. I think that's more likely. Rodriguez wins by a decision in our co-main event and should earn herself a UFC contract for this female strawweight, Piera Rodriguez. Now, main event time. If you guys haven't, smash the hell out of that like button, subscribe, and turn those post notifications on. Let's talk about it. Solomon Renfro versus Jonny Parsons. Parsons, the Syndicate MMA striking coach. Big underdog here. I have the underdog in this matchup. We'll pull up the face-off. There's Solomon. There's Parsons. There's the face-off. Both guys look good. Both guys look ready. Renfro brings in a very skilled kickboxing game. Really nice jab. Good patient pressure. And he's fast as well with good kicks. And honestly, from range, excellent hooks. But on the opposite side, Parsons, as I said, Syndicate MMA kickboxing coach. That's a high stat to have. He's training good guys there. He's a good kickboxer in his own right with really fast strikes. His overhand punch is very dangerous. Sneaky knockout power. If he touches the chin, he's definitely going to put you down. Has that forward pressure style. This is his big chance. 30 years of age, welterweight division. Potentially now or never for Jonny Parsons. I do believe he beats Solomon Renfro, second round knockout. Renfro, I believe, eventually earns his UFC spot, but he's way too big of a favorite here. I don't think he should be this wide at all. Looking at the odds, plus 257 for Parsons, minus 270 for Renfro. I like Parsons here. Parsons to win inside the distance, that's plus 340. That's the play that I would like the most here. I do think he gets a knockout of Solomon Renfro. Good main event. Should be a very good matchup, and I think that overhand punch is going to be the touch of death here. Before I send you guys off, though, I will give you some parlays to play for this fun Contender Series card. This is my parlay. This is what I personally like the best. Borralho, and I also like parlaying it up with Pedro Falcão. That's my play here. Minus 155, around that range, depending on where you're playing. If you want to add somebody else in, you're feeling confident, add in the underdog Kolev for plus 248. I don't think you should go too nuts, but Piera is another one you could play. That'd be plus 111 if you added him, or excuse me, if you added her. If you go nuts and you add in all the picks, you could get plus 1334. That would be a Hail Mary play. Personally, prefer money line bets or, small parlay, two-fighter play, and some, prop bets with some sprinkles. Overall, fun Dana White's Contender Series card. Looking forward to watching it. Smash that like button. I hope you guys enjoyed this full card breakdown. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Turn those post notifications on. Check out the UFC predictions. I will link them in the description. And we'll also have Bellator predictions dropping tomorrow. Cannot wait for that Bellator card as well. Keep it locked in at MMA Experts. Much love to all my people tuning into the show. I appreciate you all so much. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace, guys.